I'm just kind of interested what you guys are doing to stay in shape when we don't know what's going to be coming up this summer and you don't have your trip coming up. That was going to be at the end of the summer. So what are you guys doing to stay in shape but still not know what's going on?
For me, I've been doing a lot of bike rides, long bike rides, which I enjoy, but just a couple of days ago, the bike broke down, the tire came loose, but so that's not an option. But that and jump roping, I do jump roping every day and some foot stuff, and then some sprints here and there. So,
unfortunately for me, I don't have a bike at home, but my uncle has a treadmill, so I just get to run on his treadmill. So that was, and we get to work out, so that was a good way for me to help me stay in shape.
Hey, Mike, Kellis Robinette here from the Wichita Eagle. Hope all's going good in Connecticut. Is that where you're at right now? Connecticut?
Yes.
Okay. Well, my first question for you is, how surprised are you that 2 years after you were part of the team that won the Big 12 championship, you're the only guy left with a ring on the roster?
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't something I could have seen coming, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy to be here. Everybody had to make their own personal decisions with their lives, but I'm just happy that I get one more year to be a Wildcat, and I'm gonna go out the right way, and that's for sure.
What do you know about your new teammates at this point?
Just know a little bit about everybody. I know we got a lot of good young talent coming in, and older talent as Rudy's coming in as a junior. But we got a lot of good players coming in, a lot of good kids, and we've all been in a group chat, text and Snapchat, and we've all been talking, and we're getting along really well, and we're just getting to know each other as much as we can through all this.
Mike, Scott Fritchen here with GoPowerCat.com. How you doing today?
Good, doing well, well.
Good to see you, man. Hey, I don't know that I've ever met a senior that's been in your situation. I mean, with people leaving the roster and pretty much an entirely new team, what is the sense of pressure that goes along with that from a leadership standpoint and then from a production standpoint with all these new faces?
No pressure at all. Just a lot of motivation, a lot to prove. I mean, I'm not too worried about, having a whole new team and people leaving. I mean, people had to do what they had to do, but I'm really happy with who we got. And I couldn't be more happy, more excited. And I think that we're all going to get along real well. And me being the only senior, I will be a leader, but we got a lot of good young guys who are going to step up and be leaders, such as DaJuan. And same with Montavious, Antonio. They've been here for a year. And so they know, really what it's going to take.
And DaJuan, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Thanks.
Out of all the returning players, all four of you that are returning from last year's team, you actually played the most games of any of those players.
Right.
What did you learn most last season about yourself? What will be the challenge going forward into the next year?
What I learned most about myself last year is that I can play under any pressure, against any big competition. I can play. It's just I have to just keep working and be patient and wait for my turn. And the biggest challenge is coming in next year is just taking a big role. Even though I feel like it's not a challenge because I took that role before, but taking that big role is a challenge. It's a bigger level, better competition, higher level. So, but I have people that help me get through it. Coaches, teammates like Mike and Antonio and Monte, because they've been through it already. So guys like that can help me get through it. Plus the coaches who've been doing it for 20+ years, even more.
When you started, I mean, when you came to K-State last year, you probably had no idea that you'd be in a situation today. How do you feel like what you've done has prepared you for this moment?
I feel I never thought I'd be in this type of situation, but I know all the late nights and hard work that I put in the summer before coming to school and the USA tryout, the adversity that I fought through there, and then just me coming from Chicago, a lot of adversity. So I feel like that helped me. All of that helped me to be in this situation now, being able to fight through it.
Hey guys, Rob Collins, Fox 4 in Kansas City. This is for both of y'all. I know everybody's jonesing for sports. I was up at 1 o'clock last night watching Korean baseball. How are you guys getting your sports fix on while there's really nothing going on?
I have on my PlayStation. I have YouTube TV, so they got a lot every day, all day. They have like back in the day games, classic games, and the present games too, which 2011 finals with LeBron and things like that. So I just get to watch those. A lot.
Yeah, for me, I've been watching a lot of. I like to go just watch old games, previous games of ours, and I like to watch other good players around the country from previous years, just to see what they do well, just to see what it takes, what they did to win. But also, I like to watch a lot of Kyrie Irving highlights and stuff just because he's entertaining. And then, this Jordan documentaries also added a little something for that little sports fix competition. Love to see that.
Hey guys, Mick Schaefer, 41 Action News in Kansas City. This is for both of you as well. Speaking of past games and past seasons, I know it didn't go how you guys wanted it all last year, but you were able to finish with a couple wins over a couple teams that had beaten you in TCU and Iowa State. Did that take a little of the sting away, or is that season just one you guys want to put in the past?
Yeah. I don't think we want to put it in the past. I mean, it was I feel like it just wasn't our best year, but I don't want to put it in the past because if we put it in the past, we'll forget about it. When the hard times come, we can think of that and that can motivate us to keep pushing, to know that we tired, to know that we don't want to have a losing season again, to keep pushing it, to know we want to win and not be like last year.
And Mike, how does it sit with you? Just the contrast between the last two seasons you've had in Manhattan.
The contrast is, I mean, there's so much I could get into, honestly. But I mean, more than anything, we lost our winning culture, and this year we're gonna get it back. We got the right people in place. I'm very confident in myself, my team. It won't look anything like it just looked. But as DaJuan said, you can't just sweep something like the rug because me personally, I've never had a year of basketball like that. It's gonna serve as a lot of motivation. It already has. We talk about it. I mean, it's something we won't allow to happen again.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, DaJuan, Kellis Robinette here from the Wichita Eagle. Coach had mentioned you were pretty forceful that they should recruit Siri Lewis. What's your relationship like with him?
My senior year of high school, well, Siri was a freshman. It was my senior year? No, my junior year. He was my sophomore year, one of them. Well, my senior year, I played against him before he moved schools. So I played against Siri because we both was from Chicago. And just growing up playing against him, getting to know him on the court. Went to basketball games with him, you know. So me knowing somebody from Chicago, someone I can really relate to, even though I can relate to everybody on the team, but me relating to Siri was pretty cool. Help them talk how the guys want him and how hard he got to work to get to the big spot.
And how quickly do you think all these new faces can blend together next season whenever you do start practicing? How long do you think that'll take?
I really think first day, I think we talk a lot, so I really think the first day we have practice, we all click together.
DaJuan, being a Chicago guy, what are your thoughts on The Last Dance and Michael Jordan?
It's crazy. I wish I was born I wish I was alive to see it. It's a crazy thing. Get to see Michael Jordan You see how big of an icon he was, how smooth he was, things like that. You can't get enough of him. You can watch him all day. So it was a big thing for me to get to see him because I never really got to see exactly how he was, the type of person he was. I just heard about it. You get to see motivated his player, his teammates, and how he dealt with things, and just his view of life, basketball, and life in general. His adversity he went through, things like that.
So do you think he's the GOAT?
Years ago.
Is MJ the GOAT?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mike, if you you know what it takes to get team chemistry. You've had the experience of seeing a team come together and accomplishing things. How weird is this that you can't get together? You don't know when you're going to get together. The road trips that usually you guys take to bond and be in a new place that you've never seen before. What are the challenges of this kind of situation when a team like yourself is so brand new? You guys need time together more than most teams do.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely could use it this time in the summer and whatnot to gel because we are 100% a new team. But a lot of other teams are going to deal with the same issue, and even teams that are returning. But we have to, as a leader, it's my job to sort of motivate us so that we're not doing what other teams are doing and individually working harder than everybody else. Because a lot of people are out there being lazy, waiting for the time to come where their whole team get on campus, and that's not what it's about. It starts right now for everybody. And we're gelling, we're talking. We'll be good when the time comes.
Anything else for these guys?
Hey, Mike, I had one more for you. Bruce had mentioned that at least early on in quarantine, it was maybe hard for you to find a net and a hoop to shoot on. Did you ever find some place to get shots up?
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part for the weather here, it was like raining every other day, and it was like the wind was crazy. It was cold, but the weather's been better now. And more than anything, it's about I'm trying to get in shape, work on my ball handling, get quicker and whatnot. So all that, there's always ways to get better.
Yeah, Tom, I have one.
Sure.
Hey, DaJuan, Tryon Black here with Manhattan Mercury. How you doing?
Great. Doing pretty good.
So following up on D. Scott's kind of questions about the Jordan documentary, what really are your experiences with MJ? I mean, obviously the six championships they won, you weren't even born yet. Is it mainly you just know about him through his shoes and just people like your parents and coaches is telling you about what it was like to see him in person? I just didn't know, like, what are your personal experiences with him outside of watching this documentary?
My personal experience is, I never got to see him play live because he retired before I was born. But my personal experience is seeing him seeing a video of him getting crossed by Iverson. That was a big one. His shoes and just me hearing that he's the GOAT of all time, the GOAT in the basketball, which something I see, and I really see that he. Plus, I watched his highlights. Real smooth guy, wasn't so flashy, but he was fast. But it wasn't the way today's game is. But he was a real smooth guy.
And since we're on here of talking about Jordans, I would just like to add that my Jordan collection is way better than DaJuan's.
No, it's not. You close though. You close. No cap. You close. Nah, you might get
for both of you guys, has there been anything else that you guys have kind of binge watched during this quarantine, that hasn't been sports related?
I've been watching a lot of movies. Well, not a lot. I've been playing a game. Me and Mike been playing a game. You got to do a little better at Fortnite, but this time will come. I've been watching a lot of movies and TV shows.
Yeah, I've been watching. I like to watch Shark Tank. I like Kevin O'Leary. I watch that. But to go on his Fortnite point too, he's not that good. He's not better than me, so he's just talking.
Chill.
Are there any like 2K wars as well? You guys go against each other in 2K?
Mike know what it is in 2K.
Nah, we were going at it.
Mike can't beat me. He beat me like, what, 2 times?
That's just not true. He can only win 2K with one team. That's the Milwaukee Bucks. He plays with